are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler.
All right, Brad, I know where they're only going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Flush to his right. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And Mike Williams was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2019 and had to battle through some bumps and bruises in 2020. He's known for his big plays downfield, but he also can make the dependable catch as well.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And the Cowboys are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff would be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll run with Elliott. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. So Dak with a completion there, really showing no ill effects from that injury a season ago. What do you think your keys are defensively trying to stop Mr. Prescott?
Well, I think any defensive coordinator will tell you, stop his running game first, because he is at his best off of play action when all of your linebackers come up to the line of scrimmage after the fake to the running back, and that allows him room and space to make a decision downfield. So take away the run, and that allows you to drop into coverage and blanket the field.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Again to Elliott, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Prescott, escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Williams brings it in. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for L.A.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A give. Eckler running to the right. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Hopkins' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Dalton Schultz had 1 catch in 16 games in 2019 before producing 63 catches in 2020. I don't think it's hyperbole to say that he exceeded everyone's expectations, including his own.
First down, Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On second down, Prescott again. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now Elliott. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. To throw is Prescott. Rolling to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Herbert on first down now. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. The final shot before the break. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. To try again after the sack. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Gostkowski's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
At the 25-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Herbert off of play action. And this is caught by Williams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Once more, here's Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And finally he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play here for Dallas. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the pistol, here's Elliott. Sheds off the tackle. And he's brought down. First and goal, Dallas. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Right side caught by Jackson. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the... And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. They'll roll him out right. That one complete to Elliott. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On second down, Elliott. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Elliott. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 1 man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Well, Prescott here to throw. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Herbert. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the veteran Richard Sherman. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time. But now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Throwing here, Prescott. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. Play fake. Here's Prescott. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.